yourself and be like, hey, wait a minute, I'm missing this piece of information. And it's academic, it's reading. That's the part that just blows my mind. It's a reading standard. It's number 5 is cause and effect. It's this timeline of situations, of understanding the real causes of a problem. And it's complicated. A lot of people get involved. There's multiple points of view. So it's not simple. It's not just you did me wrong, so I'm going to leave you. It's complicated. And we have to have the strength and confidence and courage of a hero to make that happen, because you have to think and check yourself and put those emotions aside, put them down, and really look at a timeline. If you're having a problem understanding the causes and the effects of a problem, it's a reading standard. So here's how we're going to turn this around, because in my classroom, we would do it like a story. So let's flip this around. They flip the classroom. It's called flip the classroom. Okay, we're going to change this point of view. Okay, you now are the main character of your life. This is your adventure, your epic journey. And you're asking, where are your heroes? Who are your strengths? Where is this root coming from? That's what we have to do first. Okay, this is fun. It shouldn't be difficult, but it is, because it's emotional and it's really personal. Somebody is struggling. They don't want to hear that they're having a problem with reading standard number 5. And yet, no offense, come to the teacher and practice the skills so that you'll be better at it. That's not hard. And that's not personal growth, hippy dippy yoo-hoo. Yeah. No, it's classics. It's ancient wisdom and philosophy. It's stoic logic. So let's do it, okay? Get out a piece of paper right now, on a piece of paper. And it's good, you gotta do it by hand. You gotta engage your brain, and we gotta put the phones down. So I'm gonna ask you to kind of put me on speaker and get a piece of paper. Okay, on a piece of paper, make a list of, let's say, 5 people. Think about this. Think back. Okay. Calm. Okay. Think. Tell me who in your life, thinking back, meant the world to you. Who do you respect? Who holds that title of greatness to you in your heart? And this can be a real person. It can be a historical figure like Abraham Lincoln. It could be a fictional character like, I don't know, Harry Potter. Okay, that's fiction. Okay. It can be a celebrity like Beyonce. My students used to love to talk about Beyonce. And I'm like, yeah, name some of your favorite people that you admire, that you wish you could have what they have. Just make that list. Let's say 5 people. Each of those people had qualities and have things that you admire. So back to Beyonce, for example, she is so determined. She is so fierce. She was 6 years old and dancing around on a stage. That girl could not sit still. So she tapped into her natural rhythm and her musical gifts and her spirit of just putting it out there. This gets back to knowing your personality and being okay with that. Okay, so back to my questions. You've got your people. Now, let's talk about their values. Okay, let me give you a few minutes to do that. Let me go and speed this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get my point? Okay. Find the threads. What is it that speaks to you that's in all of these? What is your superhero? Where are you at? It's creative. This is the thinking part. And this is the respect yourself and be honest with yourself part. Okay. And then, yeah, we're going to make some art. You know those cutout paper dolls that they used to have, like coloring book kind of things back in the day? We're going to take that kind of an activity and like rebuild you the way you want to be, the way you see yourself really, this heroic thinking on your journey. Because when you do that, you will be on fire. Nothing will stop you. And I know that because I'm here.
But yeah, so this is a hero's journey, and it is an epic dilemma. If you're considering leaving MAGA, oh no, what am I going to do? Because your politics and your morals and your values are kind of having issues, making your stomach hurt.
And imagine this is my new comic book. Yeah, this is my new comic book, let's call it. It's not really a textbook, it's a comic book. It's funny, right? This has to be funny. Okay, here we go. See your hand? Okay, I've got a compass. I've got a sextant. This is the tool. 2 tools we're gonna do. We're gonna tap into some catalyst power and we're gonna go get our rewards. Is that a treasure chest or a pocketbook? I'm not sure. Pocketbook, is that even what they call them now? I don't know. Okay, so here's our new declaration. This is what we are doing. I'm showing you a little bit of it. This is the creative magic where we're gonna talk about these levels of thinking and how smart you are and how your habits and your willpower and your discipline is all under your control. Here's what we're talking about. You are the character. This is your life. You have your personality. There's 16 different kinds. Take those tests. It's a great website, 16personality.com. You have passions. There's 9 different kinds of intelligences. We need to use them. And your code, your values, your types of heroes. And just like a story, the plot, these series of events. Again, yes, this is personal growth, but no, this is English language arts. I don't know, that was either a really big truck driving up the road or maybe a helicopter flying over. I don't know. Like I said, I live up here on a mountain in Puerto Rico because I wanted to. This is my best life. You be the main star of your life, okay? Bring art, magic, creativity. Every single day is another opportunity for you to tap into your best gifts, your talents, your dreams. And I've got the way to help you turn those dreams into action plans, get those resources lined up, and make it happen. And today's topic is about mindset. So I came out here to see what this was all about, and it is a ruckus. Something going on, but your mindset about how you run your life. Is it optimistic? When I heard that happening, I run out there, am I happy, excited? Or am I kind of like doom and gloom because I'm worried? So even that just initial reaction when you hear something can really determine your day and really set your course based on that just initial mindset. And so the power of your beliefs and the balance, the confidence, the stability, you have to really stop and know yourself, be true to yourself, and not run around when you're facing a challenge or a problem, or like a loud sound that just happened out on my street. So that mindset here and these shifts, it's energy shifting. It's something about being able to catch yourself and, like I just keep saying all the time, stop. That to me seems to be the biggest hurdle that people have. That when people are struggling, And I understand it when you're struggling. It's like if you get thrown off the boat and you're thrown into the water. If you're not a good swimmer, yeah, you're going to be like, hey, what's going on? What's happening? What's going on? And if the more you do that, the harder it is then for you to then catch your breath and be able to swim. And then what happens when the waves start crashing in, because it is a storm and you're swimming, but then you're getting tired. You have to be able to float. So your mind has to be able to then stop yourself, even though you're in this rough water. And you have to say, wait a minute, hold on. I'm tired of swimming. I need to float. I need to rest. So let me gather myself. Let me compose my mind. Let me gather my energy, because floating is a totally different task that your body has to be able to do. And so it's funny how I instantly get to this swimming idea, because people, I'm hearing resistance from people that they're like, you're a high school English teacher, but you're teaching life coaching. And I'm like, yeah, because it's the same thing. It's a couple of skills that should have been taught back when we were kids. And that I don't even want to get into why it didn't or how it didn't. That's not the point. The point now is that you kind of check yourself and you say, hold on, wait, maybe I don't really know how to go from swimming to floating. Maybe that is a skill, a mindset shift that I do have to think about that differently. And so, yeah, maybe that is an idea that I hadn't thought of before. Let's put it forward, respect out, truth forward and respect forward. That's what I'm teaching, and that's what I'm getting back to the fundamentals about. And so, yes, this is a psychology hub. It's an art studio. It's a library, because I love books and knowledge and all of that wisdom contained. Because, yeah, let me just pull one here. Here's a spiritual laws of yoga. So I'm reading about the chakras and your body energy and how other cultures around the world control their energy. And maybe that's something that we need to learn how to do, because we didn't learn how to do that. And it's time to learn new stuff, because if we're not learning, we're stuck and we're going to die. Think about it. If you're not growing and progressing, that means your leaves are falling off and you're going to die. So our roots, this becomes important. I'm here trying to share the information. Again, this is great. Thank you. And it fires me up, because I know I have this little piece of information that people need. And so when I get a little bit of feedback, and so this awareness and your intelligence, when you're aware of what you're thinking, you can control it. And it's also your emotions. When you're getting upset, which is what I was talking about earlier, if you're getting upset, you have to be able to control that energy to be able to then figure out how to weather the storm. Because swimming isn't always going to be your answer. You are going to have to float. You're going to have to float. And that's going to have to take time, and it's going to have to take strategy, and it's going to have to take understanding that it's a long game. So you do need to control your energy. And so all of this kind of emotional intelligence and your intelligent gifts that your brain has, that you've got to keep practicing it. And I'm really encouraging people to put their phones down, to get out a pencil, to start writing down your ideas, because when you write them down, you make them into reality. And when you make them into reality, then you can multiply them and you can cash in on them and you can make them into more things. So my ideas have turned into books, and the books are turning into coaching, and the coaching is turning now into a garden. Look at my garden. I'm here. I did it. I have a garden, and it came out of my mind. It's crazy, but you're going to have to be brave and honest with yourself and decide, yes, that mindset is going to have to shift, because it's the thing that's holding you back. It's a little turn. And if people are upset that it's called personal growth, that kind of hippy dippy is on it, that's what I'm trying to get back to, it being like high school. And then don't be offended that your high school teacher is kind of like, hey, remember me? I'm still here waiting on you. I still need to help you with that project. Yeah.